Hey guys, it's Danny and B.
Yeah, and how many degrees is it today, Dan?
100.
Not quite, but about 100 degrees. No, wait.
I told you.
I mean like 90. I'm tired, guys.
Just gotta find Perezosa tiredness.
That's what I say to myself every day. What?
Yeah.
No, it would be Perezosa.
Oh, yeah.
Dan's learning Spanish. Well, what were we going to talk about?
When we wanna move to next.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Well, it's actually been about a year since we had that last episode. Where we talked about where we have considered moving to. We still haven't made a decision. If that doesn't indicate indecisiveness, I don't know what does. There are just too many factors. There have been a lot of obstacles that make it difficult, primarily having to do with finances and care. Finding people who are going to facilitate the move. We can't do it on our own. You think that Merch is going to fund that?
Oh, yeah.
Our website's down. Like, we're in a state right now because my work is just taking over my life. And I need to find a better mix. So let's get to it. I think it's now down to possibly 4. Okay. So one is Corvallis, Oregon. Why Corvallis, Oregon? Well, one thing that we've learned over the past year is that we really do need to live near a college campus, a really big one, because that's who tends to apply for this job of a personal care assistant for people with disabilities. They have more flexibility with their class schedules. They're, I think, more open to this type of work, and it works really well. It aligns really well with what they may be looking for. Corvallis is a college town, small. I think it's south of Portland. I could be wrong, but it's rather temperate in its weather. It really doesn't snow much there, but it does rain a lot during the winter, and it can get pretty darn gloomy for many, many months. I think I'm kind of used to that even in Philly. They say it's always sunny in Philadelphia. That's a lie. But today it's beautiful, but it's still summer. Number 2 is the Charlotte area. We were looking into new builds that were claiming they had universal design, but it's not true entirely with this development. So we and then they raised their prices $50,000. So we decided to ixnay on that development. And then I think also there's like the Durham and Triangle area, which has, I used to live there for almost 2 years. Wasn't too bad. It's going to be hard to get around transportation wise, but the weather's pretty good. And I think the cost of living is a little bit better. We were even thinking about St. Louis, Missouri. The reason why I thought about that one is because I attended virtually a Universal Design Summit, and it was hosted by the Starclough Institute, which is an organization in St. Louis that serves the disabled community there, and particularly having to do with helping them find jobs, but they also emphasize, and they do this Universal Design Summit. When I attended virtually, there were a whole bunch of architects, and I don't know so much builders, because builders don't tend to really jump on the Universal Design bandwagon, but there were just so many architects that were based in St. Louis. I thought, well, maybe this is an area that's easier to find, Universal Design housing. But the last one I thought, what if we just went back to Phoenix? It's like so hot out there, but there's so many things that are already established. We knew certain neighborhoods to go and enjoy, and we know the light rail really well there, and there's even some specialists out there that they were okay. But we don't really know many people personally out there, a few, and the weather is worryingly hot, and they're running out of water, and what else? It's far. It's always Corvallis, Oregon.
Wow.
Oh yeah, there are also wildfires, which is a big deal. You wouldn't want to put all this money into a home and then it just get burned up within like a couple hours. I know, that would be tough. I don't know if we're going to be making a decision by the time we would need to, which is, we would need to make a decision before this February, but our lease ends for our apartment in at the February 28th of 2023. So it would be really good to move and be in our own space that we could design, or at least have modified to the point where it more accommodates us and what we need. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm kind of withering because it's really hot out here. What a pretty butterfly, Dan. Might be a moth, but it's a butterfly. I don't know. It's on the tree.